Was you ever in doubt?
No.
Nope.
Wasn't even in doubt.
I want
If
Whyte
you know,
to win.
if you know boxing, you was never listen. Like Marcus said, I wanted Dillian Whyte to win.
Okay.
Reasons being, if you have to ask that question, well, one of them. Anyway,
The bricks and man. Yeah, man.
but yeah, I wanted Dillian Whyte to win, but I always felt that he wouldn't even come close.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even come close. Tyson Fury is a different level of boxer, you know, to Dillian Whyte. And all what happened to me just showed me what Tyson Fury would do to Anthony Joshua.
Oh wow. Okay.
Because if you look
100%.
at it, Dillian Whyte gave Joshua a fight. He gave him a fight.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury toyed with Dillian Whyte. Toyed with him. It was embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Just holding him off and just licking him and just holding him off. Nah.
Okay.
I mean, if Dillian Whyte thought them tactics would have beat Deontay Wilder, he's very much mistaken. Wilder would have took him to the cleaners, bro. And we all know what Tyson Fury done to Deontay Wilder. So for me, the only fight out there would be Usyk, and Usyk for me, for my man, is too dangerous for Tyson Fury to take that fight.
But the thing is, I reckon Tyson will try and get the belts unified. But
yeah, I think if AJ wins, he'll come out of retirement for the fight.
That one there. If
Usyk wins,
he will leave it.
Usyk wins, I don't think he'll be as quick to come out for the retirement for Usyk, because I think Usyk can trouble him, because Usyk's a boxer, bro.
Yeah,
Usyk
that's the difference.
Box.
Like,
you know what I mean?
The Fury and Usyk, they're the most intelligent fighters left in the game right now. The others are brawlers, but when you talk about boxing intelligence, it's those two. And I was saying the same thing to someone on Sunday, actually, that in terms of fight, the one that you'd want to see is going to be two intelligent boxers like them squaring off. I think Tyson, though, that reach of his is a killer as well, though.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But because Tyson, for me, I look at him now, he's a boxer that really should, for me to see what kind of boxer he really is, I would love to see him around the Lennox times, them man, just as big as him and it could throw a thing like him. But right now, there ain't no one that could touch. My heart was on Dylan. I like my black brother, yeah, he's so raw, he's so, he is how he is. But even going into that, my heart is saying one thing, but my head knew as a boxing fan, there was only one winner.
Only one winner, bro.
So effectively, guys, you know, and what makes it funny is Tyson hasn't really got that body of what you expect of a today's boxers. Athlete. Because today's boxers now, you don't have that belly anymore. Like back in the day, you know, in Tyson's era, you had them belly fighters. You know what I mean? Like the bit of George, you had a little meat on them. But yo, he just seems too dominant in this whole thing, man. You know, the way, when I really stood up to when it came to Wilder was when he came back, and to lose the weight that he did. And I don't think, I know, Anthony, you've been to the gym and you've seen a lot of situations. Marcus, you would have seen a lot of situations. How do you lose a human being in a year off your weight, literally 10 stones, I would say, off your weight, and be fight ready? Now, I don't really do, but I don't know, I don't really do boxing exercises, but, would you say that's almost inhumane to face one of the top fighters within a year? And Wilder, and actually, technically, just about, technically people thought he beat him in that first fight.
He did?
Yeah.
He did, bro.
So,
Tyson Fury won. He fought Wilder 3 times and he won 3 fights, as far as I'm concerned.
Did you, had you rate him for when he came in that first fight, did you not really be match fit and actually testing?
I've always rated Tyson Fury, but he's never had that physique to say,
he's ready. Yeah,
he's never had that, that. To tell you the truth, in the heavyweight division, apart from AJ, who has really got that kind of physique, really, AJ won, really. Everybody else just looks overweight and out of shape. Dillian Whyte looks out of shape.
Yeah, Wilder, he's got that.
Probably Joseph Parker probably looked okay in shape as well.
Wilder looks like is more like a basketballer build than I find.
Deontay Wilder is just a freak of nature because he doesn't look heavyweight to me. He just don't look heavyweight to me. He just does. I don't know how he gets to the weight of heavyweight because he just doesn't look heavyweight to me.
He just got that punch in it.
But if you look at the physiques of them boxers, they don't look after themselves. If you look at the heavyweight champion in UFC, Francis Ngannou, look at his physique. Now, that's what you'd expect a top physique athlete to look like. A heavyweight boxer, the heavyweight boxing champion of the world should look like Francis Ngannou.
Okay.
Look at those UFC champions, Adesanya, Ngannou, Usman. Look at them, the specimens that look like Mandingo, bro. Specimens of athletes. Whereas you look at Tyson Fury, he just looks like a geezer from down the road. He likes a kebab, likes a few pints, but he can throw a punch.
Yeah, and that goes to show you it's not about the physique, it's the intelligence plays such a massive part. And not even just that, when I was watching some of Tyson Fury's like training regimes, compared to some of these other boxers, it's like, even though he's not like, like we said, we've got the physique that, like AJ, mentally, the kind of things that this guy's on is different, bro. I'm telling you, I was saying, like I said, I had a conversation about boxing on the weekend with someone. I was saying to them, Tyson, in this division is what Mayweather was in his. I was saying they're just untouchable, right? They were untouchable in even in the best match. Like, great fighters around them, but these guys are just a different league completely.
Wow, yes, that's crazy. But quick question, because I've seen the rise of M&A guys. Yeah, now you watch it, Marcus, all that M&A stuff. Yeah, like that's over my head anyway. Still, yeah. But the reality show is that how come that seemed to rise out of nowhere? Every man kind of has that secret pleasure of watching two men brawling on the floor, hardcore, whatever. What is it with M&A? Is it more grittier, or what do people kind of like?
Do you know what? It's human. I think there's something to do with human nature about it, because this has been going on from like back in the day when the gladiators used to fight in the ring. Something about humans, we like to see a fight. We like to see a brawl. And MMA incorporates into it something that boxing doesn't allow. You don't see knees going to man head and like man getting in the front elbows. So there's something really enthralling about it that just grasps people's attention, I think. And for me, like when I watch some of the women fighting, some of their fights are worse than some of the guys. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, you crazy. Nah, most of what you saying, Anthony? Because which one would you say M&A has kind of become a first love over boxing, or you still will go boxing?
No, well, it's a personal choice, isn't it? Really, I mean, growing up as a kid, I grew up on boxing, loved boxing.
Yeah.
The old. I know when I was growing up, boxing was boxing. Marvin Hagler, you had the Haglers, Thomas Hearns, Leonards, heavyweights. You had the Ali's, Leon Spinks. I saw that. I got the tail end of that.
Yeah.
Then I got the Riddick Bowles, Lennox Lewis, Donovan. What was his name? Razor Ruddock. All them. So I've seen Eubank Ben. You know what I mean? Some proper.
Yeah. Them day there. Yeah.
Boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So. For the sport of boxing, great. MMA now, I think with MMA, like Marcus was saying, really, it's your closest thing to a street fight, because you can punch, kick, knee, fling elbows. You can do all those things. It's like a brawl. It's like just a legalized row.
Yeah.
Really, it's like a legalized row. The gloves, the gloves are very minimum.
Yeah.
Really, the gloves are just there to protect your knuckles, really, if anything, because, 4 ounces, they're only 4 ounce gloves. So, it all depends. I mean, I still love boxing, the art of boxing, to watch a good fight. When I've been watching some of them old fights, I've never been watching them. Barrera versus Morales 1 and 2 and all them kind of old classic fights, man. That's when you know what boxing, as Leonard Lucy said, he's a pugilist. That's me, pugilist. I love boxing.
Okay.
The art of boxing, not just the fact of seeing two men get punched up. The art of boxing. But MMA, fast rising.
Yeah, it seems to be.
There's more people want to brawl now, and more people. It's a quicker route to get. People can get involved in it. You don't have to go through the likes like boxing. You've got to go through. You know what I mean? You can get involved in MMA quick.
Even when I watch, like, there's a dramatized version called The Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, watch it. Watch it.
And I like to watch that because you kind of hear some of the stories of some of the guys. And when you, like you said, Andrew, you'll get the equivalent of in football. I suppose it'll be the equivalent of like your Tevez and them guys that came from like the streets, nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get a lot of these guys in like Homo Fire, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and these guys, like I said, it's easier to get into that than it is into the boxing. And for them, a lot of them is just like way out for my family, this and the other. But it's deep, man. Yeah, it's really good.
No, that's crazy. No, that's crazy. No. That's crazy good. It's interesting watching the fight sports kind of, and and what's kind of for me expanded a lot of the sports is you got Sky, but like the likes of BT Sports has been a very big champion of MMA, and
MMA and boxing. They have boxing. They have Boxing Nation. Box Nation is
on, and which has really helped diversify, because when we're growing up, as you said, Anthony, you're talking about them days, you're talking about we only had 1 or 2 channels to work from, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. Now there's the more depth in the fighting sphere. But what I like about it, to mind on the training aspect of boxing and MMA, is just when I did I saw a circuit. I don't know if you've seen it, Anthony, the circuit with the fighters, when you do football circuits, you're like, yeah, this is tough. But when you do fighter circuits, it's just a next stupid level. I don't know.
I used to do that I used to train every Tuesday, every Thursday. I did MMA training. I used to do it every day, 5 days a week for about 3 years. So when it comes to Saturday football, man was flying, bro.
Yeah. Because that's what I like to Mike with Mike when I'm with the gym with Mikey. He kind of implements some of the fight elements into the thing.
But you see, at Mike, where I used to train, I got professional fighters. My bridging now, Leon Edwards.
Oh yeah.
UFC. Yeah. Supposed to fight for the belt. I used to train with Leon.
Wow.
I used to train with Leon. Leon used to do a pad class on a Tuesday, 6 till 7. And he'd take the class and you go in and you do the pad class with Leon and that. So, for me, I love MMA training. I think it's a great source of training. I think for someone who loves to play football, I felt the training aspect of MMA was great for what I need for football. Explosive. Explosive movement, stuff like that. For myself, it was great. Great. And I played some of probably my best football in my life. In my latter days, because of that training.
True. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. You think to yourself, what would I have done if I actually trained like this when I was 18, 19? I would have been an absolute.
You had training like this when you was a kid,
bro. It would be absolutely animal, bro. Like
it's frightening, it'd be frightening.
It's just that the culture in the UK to train, it wasn't the detail that it should be anyway. Still, but that's the way it goes.
It isn't, but as you said, like now. There's more high street gyms. People are taking more pride in their appearance. It's fashionable to take your shirt off now. Tattoos, all the rest of it. Oh, that lifestyle. Everything's changing. So people take more pride in their appearance. So they want to go to the gym and they want to get involved and they want to keep fit. So the fighting element of it has helped that as well.
Oh no, most definitely. But listen up, guys. That's the whole fighting section, guys, for